Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for allowing me to show the activity of Mariana in Argentina. Mariana is an exploration company trading in the stock exchange, in the London Stock Exchange, and basically has exploration projects in the north of Chile and Argentina. In Argentina, the Las Calandrias project located in the Macizo del Deseado. We also have a Sierra Blanca project in Macizo del Deseado. And another characteristic that is important to note is that the directors are geologists with a broad experience in South America. So they really know what is the activity of an exploring junior. The outline of the presentation, I'm going to talk about Mariana in Argentina, putting emphasis in the Macizo del Deseado project, Santa Cruz project, and very specifically in La Calandria, the most advanced project, and plans for 2010-2011. Mariana is in Argentina since mid-2006, when it signed an agreement for collaboration with IronGold. And in the year 2007, it made a first drilling campaign in Sierra Blanca project. They were not too promising, and starting in the year 2008, we acquired a series of additional properties in El Deseado Massif. One of them is Las Calandrias project. I'm going to comment with more detail. We drilled the Sierra Blanca with the silver mineralization with high grade in Betachala in Sierra Blanca, and in the year 2009 already we conducted a drilling campaign with the discovery of Calandria Sur, the disseminated mineralization, a target that was not quite well explored in the Macizo del Deseado. And also in the year 2009, we started more advanced exploration with high-resolution geophysics and 3Ds in Sierra Blanca calendars. And we also got an agreement with Hochschild, JB with Hochschild in Santa Cruz. And the plans for the year 2010 are drilling, the more advanced type of drilling in Las Calandrias, and we will continue with another drilling campaign next week in Calandrias, and we will also survey a project we have in Catamarca, La Borita, that is quite different from the epithermals of El Deseado Mass. It is a copper project that we will start drilling in October. That is approximately the breakdown of the expenses for exploration in Marianas, including up to the second part of 2010. It's a forecast, but we will invest to December of this year $7 million in direct exploration, plus 90% of those expenses that are in Macizo del Deseado. And we are quite an aggressive company in drilling, because more than 50% of those expenses are direct exploration, direct perforation cost. In that package, 10% will go to Las Calandrias sector. A brief summary. We have talked already about El Deseado Massif, but El Deseado Mass is a geological province characterized by epithermal deposits very close to surface, has 4 producing mines and other projects in development like Cerro Negro and Cerro Moro. And here we can see the distribution and the location of Las Calandrias. And the graph that included there is based on the reports of the companies that have published inferred resources or measured, or in the case of mines in production, measured, and only as a function of the drilling lens, to show the complexity and the difficulty to get the resources for epithermal deposits. In this case, in Santa Cruz, the cost of the discovery is quite important. This is another map showing the focus in Santa Cruz with the property in blue. The package of property is 100% Marianas. Sierra Blanca is close to Pingüino project. Yesterday we saw a presentation. And Sierra Blanca is still an option, purchasing option, 70%. And 70% of Mariana to acquire 30% of iron gold. This is a silver vetiform deposit with the main commodity being silver. In the west we have the Amigo Group. It's also a joint venture with Hochschild, and the remaining properties in blue that are 100% Mariana. Let's go to see Calandrias now. It's an interesting project because it is a new discovery. That's why we put it here. We said it's a grassroots discovery because there was no evidence of previous surveys, and we acquired the claim as part of the acquisition process in the Del Deseado Massive. It was done with Lancet crust analysis, with band analysis to find the altered zones, and that yellowish part, and now we know it's a domic complex where we can note Calandria Sur and Calandria Nord, and what we know now that is a dome complex or nested. And the history. We requested the property in the year 2008 with initial exploration, with drilling of 1,500 meters of core drilling. And in the year 2009, with the discovery of Calandria Sur, we started detailed exploration with 3D physics, geophysics, to define the exploration targets for Calandria Norte and Calandria Sur. And we also discovered a new complex in the nest. And the second drilling was at the beginning of the present year, 4,400 meters of drilling that confirmed the existence of disseminated mineralization with potential for the full potential in Calandria Sur and in Calandria Norte. After this drilling, at this moment, we are doing advanced exploration of geophysics with 2 and 3D, magnetometry, systematic sampling, and metallurgical testing, and we are planning 10,000 meters drilling for the next days. A quick berg image to see the location of Calandria South, the domes, and Calandria North, a site of these rhyolitic domes, zones of very flat relief with subvertical flow bands, and this is an outcrop in Calandria North. It can be noticed, and it then makes a contrast with the evident veins we normally see in El Deseado Massive, and covering the whole surface. We found that outcrop that finally confirmed the presence of gold. That is the dome complex of Calandria South and North, and the nest complex, and that is the distribution of the mineralization related to rhyolitic domes. In this image, we can see they are controlled by northeast, northwest structures, and in Calandria North we see the vein, and there it is shown in north 40 degrees. Another picture showing the drillings and the intersections in Calandria South. That is the target associated to rhyolitic dome with the powerful intersections, like 1 gram, as you can see there. And in that image, you can see the curve that closes, that intercepts, that have more than 20 grams of gold meters per ton. The southeast border of the rhyolitic dome is open, and that's part of the drilling campaign, of the next drilling campaign. You can also see in the section, in the higher section, that is a north-south section, you can see that mineralization apparently has a sub-horizontal control. It's interesting, and we are planning more exploratory surveys and drillings to understand the distribution. In the case of Calandria North, it's simpler. It is a structure that in black you can see the drillings, the drill cores we made in the year 09 that were not so very promising. They were really not good. And then we did the geophysics, the 3D, and we can see the loadability to the surface. And in the program, in March and May this year, we placed 2 drillings in the most loadable zone and finding again these values of a bonanza of silver and gold. And that is the first priority for the next drilling campaign. These are just images showing the mineralogy again, some silver ore breccias, and the breccia down here is Calandria Norte, and in the surface in some places we have identified visible gold and acanthite. And that was basically what I wanted to comment, and which are our plans. We will carry out advanced exploration in the Calandrias with some more detailed exploration in Calandria South to have a resource for next year. We will also make drillings in Laborite and in Sierra Blanca during the first months of next year. And we will continue with the regional exploration in our property in Santa Cruz. I will recognize now the geologist as is waiting for giving his explanation.